Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a slime review on an underrated slime shop by the name of HunnyBee Slime Shop. This was a lucky box out of the closet, and when I tell you I have a lot of boxes in the closet, that's why I'm going to slow down from buying slime, because I just need to get the slimes out of the way that I already have. Because to be honest, how long have I had this? I'm looking at my notes. I've had this box since about like the end of January, so a lot of the slimes probably be melted, so I can't take off for that. One of the clay pieces I already had got was hard, so that's another reason I put this off, because I'm like, it's no point of me rushing if the piece is already hard. So yeah, so the package did not come bubble wrapped. It came in like recycled brown paper, which I'm okay with, and this is how it looks inside of the package. So I am assuming this is the extras to the package, because like I said, all of it was in like brown recycled bags. It's called Wildflower Honey Sticks, and they kind of look like this. And then there's another bag inside of the bag. So maybe this is the extras. So I decided to buy from this slime shop when I saw a review of it from Mako Slimery, when I saw her do a review, and then she was having a sale, so that's why I bought. Like a lot of the slimes I buy, it's because they're having sales, so it'll still sit in my closet for a while. Alrighty, so this is a little, oh, it's so cute. It got little glitter on it. It says HunnyBee Slime Shop. I don't know if it's like a sticker, a tattoo, or honestly just like a card, but I think it's adorable, so I'm gonna keep it. It came with a piece of candy, and then it's borax in here, and then the slime care sheet tells you how to take care of it. And this is her plug, like with her Instagram, but of course I'll link all of that down below. I just got the honey sticks, because it's called HunnyBee, and then like the honey sticks. I get it. So now it's gonna be show and tell time. I actually let my son pick the charms that he wanted me to show you guys. So first I'm gonna start off with the polymer clay. This is some of like the first charms I've ever made. This is like a little sea turtle that I made. This is like literally some of the first charms I've ever made. And then I made this little chocolate frappe, chocolate Oreo frappe charm. And then this is like a little resin piece that I did. This is one of my first resin pieces. You can kind of tell I've definitely gotten better. But I put a little whale inside, then have the little fake sands and the pearls and the seashells. This slime is called After Milk. It was a free slime. I believe she had a sale going on, buy two get one free. It is said to be a snow cream scented like sugar cookie, sweetened condensed milk, and sticky buns. At first I thought this slime was going to be really melted, since I've had the package for a while, but honestly it wasn't melted. I didn't have to add any activator to it. So when I first opened this slime, I smelled the sweetened condensed milk. I didn't smell the sugar cookie or the sticky bun. I also smelled like a form of popcorn, like a sweet popcorn though. I really like the little M&M female slices that were in the slime. I actually never saw that in a slime before. I've saw like M&M charms, but not like the little female slices. And I know she stated that it was supposed to be like a snow cream, but to me it felt more like a cloud cream. I'm not even for sure what the snow cream is. If anyone knows, please let me know down below. I believe the little M&Ms are supposed to be like the leftover cookie pieces after you dip it in the milk. But anyways, so this slime, it was really stretchy and it also inflated a lot, and it gave you really great bubble pops and definitely like really good sizzles. So if I was to rate this slime, I would give it a 5 out of 5 cups of milk. I didn't really care for the scent, but it also wasn't a bad scent, but it definitely didn't smell like what she stated that it smelled like. This slime is called Peppermint Jiggly. It was swirled with red and white, but of course it mixed due to how long I had it. It wasn't mixed at first when I originally got it, and it came with white and peppermint female slices. This slime is said to be a creamy, bouncy, icy slime, and it is said to be scented like peppermint mocha latte. Now, the scent had separated from the slime, so I had to go off camera and mix it. But actually, I didn't end up needing any activator. I just had to mix it all together. And that process was definitely a little messy. So I only smelled peppermint when it came to the scent. I feel like peppermint is a very overpowering scent, so I think that's why I didn't smell the mocha portion of it. So like I mentioned earlier, I didn't have to add any activator, but the slime was kind of rippy for me not having to add activator, which was really weird. Another thing is the slime was very, very wet, regardless of what I did after filming, like as far as actually adding activator to it. Now, it's definitely, as it's described, it's very jiggly and it's soft. It's very creamy as well. It did have some snow fallout that kept getting under my nails, and I didn't like that. And that's about the most negative thing, that the snow fallout and that it was wet. It did inflate a lot, and it had really nice sizzles, and it had some decent bubble pops for it to actually have clay in it. So for this slime, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 peppermints. Now, I definitely like recommend trying the slime if you want to try like a different texture. This kind of is a mixture of like a homemade slime and a store-bought slime, because it has that like thiggly texture to it. This slime is called Christmas Catastrophe, and I couldn't get the description, but I'll describe as far as what I see. It is a Bingsu bead, slushy bead, every type thing bead slime, and it has like a metallic pig gold, or it could be copper pigment. The slime is also scented. Like I mentioned, I could not get the description of the slime, so I'm not for sure of what it's scented as, but I do know it has like a fruity scent. To me, it kind of has like a fruity alcohol scent, and I'm not for sure why. I've never actually smelled this scent before, like a scent that actually had like an alcohol scent to it. But it also has just about every type of bead you could think about, like beads, glitters, bingsu beads, pearls, peppermints, and everything else, like all of the above. I absolutely love this slime. It was like a little mini Christmas bomb. It was very stretchy, and it also inflated, because you guys know Bingsu bead slimes inflate because it holds a lot of air. I mean, I know she probably doesn't have the slime in her shop now, but if she does have any slimes like this, like similar to this with a bunch of different types of beads in it, I'll definitely recommend it. Definitely if you're big into like ASMR and you like bubble pops and a lot of sounds and sizzles and inflation. So I'll definitely give this a 5 out of 5 Christmas trees. This slime is called Ice Tree Cookie Sandwich. It was a DIY clay slime. She stated it was a puff and clay slime, and it's said to be scented like holiday cookies. Now, this was the clay piece that was actually hard when I already got it. I mean, which was a little expected because this was like a Christmas slime, and I got this way after Christmas, and it had really cute little female slices, a little Christmas tree, and little red sprinkles, I guess, for like the presents maybe. So this slime definitely did not smell like holiday cookies. What does holiday cookies even smell like? When I think about holiday cookies, I think about like the sugar cookies that has like the little pictures in it, which I don't like. I don't even care for sugar cookies, but that's what holiday cookies remind me of. But this, it actually smelled like the little store-bought pine cones that smell like trees and cinnamon. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, let me know down below in the comment section. So as you guys probably could figure, I did not end up adding the clay piece because it was hard, but I did like put it in the slime after doing this little review and have it sit to see if it'll break down a little bit. Now this slime, it had like a jiggly texture, but it was also very stretchy as well. It kind of reminds me of like the peppermint texture, but not as jiggly. I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe, but it felt like the previous slimes that I reviewed, the after milk and then the peppermint jiggly. So I love the fact that this slime was stretchy and it had nice bubble pops, but it did kind of remind me of the peppermint jiggly slime. So because of that, and it being that it has like similar textures, I think I'm going to give this like a 4 out of 5 cookies. And also because the clay piece was hard and I can't rate it to its full potential, being that I don't have the actual piece that went with it. This slime is called Maxoline. It came with these beautiful add-ins and it had the beautiful purple glitter, and then it also came with a clay piece that was not dried out since it was in an airtight container. This was another slime I really was not able to get the description of because it sold out after I purchased it. And the scent smells like a grape now later, or like a mixture of berries. It smells really, really good. The base of the slime is really soft and stretchy. It's one of the softest slimes like out of this purchase when it comes to these slimes from this shop. And then, oh my god, the add-ins are so pretty. It looks like something I'll put in like a resin shaker. Like, that's just how pretty these add-ins were. I love them. So I did have to activate the base of the slime. So I did get the feel of the texture prior to adding in the clay. And I honestly kind of wish I would not have added the clay in because it did make it a little tougher. I don't want to say tough, but like harder to stretch once I add the clay piece to it. It was like rippy. So I really would have preferred if I would have left the clay piece out. But I mean, I guess that would have kind of defeated the purpose of them providing the clay piece, but that is just my personal opinion and my personal preference. Now, it did make it like a really soft butter slime. I would say a sleigh slime because it's not like heavy enough to be a butter, but it's definitely like close, so we'll give it a sleigh slime. So for this slime, I'll give it a 4 out of 5 cupcakes. It wasn't my favorite out of the package, but it was pretty decent. Another thing about her slimes are that most of them do inflate, but it's pretty easy to squeeze out the bubbles and get them to fit back in the container without having an extra container. So I really like that about her slime so far. This slime is called Man of the Woods. It is said to be a jet puff with magic sand with a clay top. It's also said to be scented like pine wood, mahogany, tiki wood, sandalwood, and campfire. Now, for this slime, I honestly wasn't a big fan of the scent. I guess if I would have thought about the name, it would have explained it all. It literally smells like a whole live grown man, and I definitely think it should have came with like a warning about how strong the actual scent was, and like how it's more of like a cologne smell than like a fragrant smell. And as you guys can see, the slime did dye my hand drastically. That was another thing that I didn't like about it. Now, I really did like the texture of the slime. It was something different. I never felt a slime that had actual sand in it, but this one did. It wasn't the stretchiest slime of them all. It could have been, but when I stretched it, sand was kind of like popping everywhere. So that was another downside of this. I think if she could perfect it to where there is no fallout with the sand, I think it can be one of her signature textures. This slime also, it didn't inflate a lot, but it inflated a little bit. It had okay sizzles. I don't know. I really just didn't care for this slime like that. So to be honest, I'll give it like a 3 out of 5 trees. Just the fact that it dyed my hand and the sand was popping everywhere and the scent was so strong, and I love scents. I talk about how much I love scents all the time, but this one was just hitting a little different. I mean, it'll be a good scent for a man's house. It smells like some Bath and Body Work type stuff. So my final thoughts on the shop. I feel like they have some unique textures, but a lot of them are like kind of thickly textures. So if you're big on that, then I'll definitely recommend. To be honest, I don't think it's a shop that I would personally buy from again. It just wasn't my forte. But as far as the descriptions of the slime, if it fits something that you may like, of course, I'm going to recommend supporting a small business because I didn't have many issues. I only found like one piece of hair in the slime, which I just removed. It didn't come with warning labels, but if that affects you buying from the slime shop, then I don't know, that's kind of weird. The containers were good quality as well.